Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of the Zenith model K526 radio restoration. I wanted to show you the schematic of what happened here. I had replaced the selenium, of course, and then took this I think that's this, let me see, that's 16, I think, so this is R18. It's a 22 ohm wire wound resistor. So I took this out and I put a 150 in there with jumpers. I didn't put it in there permanently to get the radio operating. And that's after I replaced this capacitor here, C11047. And then I don't know if you remember, but part 1, it was at 16 minutes and 18 seconds I was talking or something, and you could hear that radio. The volume had come down to practically nothing, and I didn't pay too much attention to it at the time. And then as it, time went on, it got worse, where you could not even understand or hear anything that was being broadcast or transmitted. So I went ahead and I started doing checking resistors, and I replaced this R4, this 22K, coming from the main power, and that goes to the control grid of the converter. So that didn't have nothing to do with that. What was happening is excuse me, I had low voltage going to my heaters. These 5 heaters are all in series because it's an AA5. And I replaced that capacitor. That's the one at C11047. That's the one that blew in half that I showed you. And the other resistor that blew up, and you've seen the wire in the resistor, and it was all split up. That was this R20, an 82 watt wire wound. That was this one. So it's kind of strange, and it had to, these tubes had to get not as bright, of course, and as it heated up, it increased somehow, I would think, the resistance in this resistor here. Why, I lost heater voltage, and even though they were lit up, they weren't lit up properly. So yeah, that was kind of strange that it was just, this is a 7-circuit radio, and this circuit here is where the problems was. C11047.047 and the R20, that was the one that blew up on that resistor. So it was just in the heater element that caused that issue. Now this here is there's a 50, a 12, 12, 12, and 12. It's like 98 volts. And they put in the 2 resistors. The other one here, this R19, is also an 82 ohm. And these are 10% tolerance, but that don't mean nothing. When you get one, it's showing the wire and it's all split up, and then the capacitor shot. Well, I had changed this when I went in the capacitor. I had changed that when I took out this selenium rectifier. It was right in the neighborhood, And you can see the way it goes. It's coming from the switch through there. There's the capacitor. And one end's going to the rectifier, which, okay, and the other end of it is going up to the output of your, or the secondary of your output transformer, which goes to your tone control, your capacitor, all the way up to your volume control. But, anywho, that was the problem. It was in the circuit of the heaters that went out. Why, I can't speculate. I'm thinking perhaps. Alright, I got my resistors in this afternoon. This is the 120 ohm drop-in resistors for this diode. It's 10 watts. This is the 120, the R20 that went out. I put a 5 watt in there, 82 ohm, and it came in a 2-pack, so I changed the R19 as well for the heater string. So everything, and this is the capacitor busted open. It was in the string at the end of the heater string right there. So it's all complete. It's ready to go. Let's see if I can get this under here. As you see, I cleaned the chassis. See if I can get this up. I might have to move the whole camera around. I will. I don't know what I did with this thing. One moment, let me put it on pause. Okay, I had to readjust my camera tripod because I moved it to show the schematic on the PC. Alright, I got the dial string back on. Okay, this radio ran from 2:30 to 7 o'clock. That's 4.5 hours. Now I'm going to proceed to align this, and I may or may not upload this with the video, but we're going to give it a try. I've got the signal generator hooked up to a 0.05 on the assisted converter grid, so that's the it's done. 0.5 microfarad. It seems kind of excessive. Half of a microfarad. I remember one time I had one that I don't know, about 5 years ago. I had the Photofax, and I think it was Ryder, and it the first alignment says to put it 1 microfarad cap, you know, and I'm thinking 1 microfarad. It can't be, because I might as well put a diode in there and put it in backwards to block the signal. And sure enough, I looked at the Ryder one and it said 0.1. So you gotta look for things sometimes when they don't make sense. 0.5 seems excessive. I've got it at 300 microvolts. Perhaps I'll turn that down later at 50% modulation, and I got it at 455 kilocycles. So I'm going to adjust. What I did is I put it on my dummy antenna, the coil antenna, and I tuned it into 600 kilocycles first. Now I got 455 going into it, so I'm going to adjust the first one first. Give it a little volume so you see some deflection. want to drop it down. It's still going. Right there. Now I want to drop it down further into the and get the bottom one. Come on, turn for me. It don't seem right. Let me try something. Let's try this one here first. It's going. Not too bad on that second IF. On the secondary. No way I can't turn that bottom one. I'm in there. It ain't going deep enough. Really? It might not be going deep enough. I don't know, I can feel it. Oh yeah, there it is. That second one seemed okay. Go back to this one. There it is, right there. It should turn. There it goes. Yeah, that one is not so bad. Wow. Let me see if I can. That's a millivolt. Let's do it on the millivolt. Got put that wine away. One more time. I'll show you why I'm doing it after I get this radio down from here. But I got, like I said, I got my signal generator at 455 after I figured out where the 600's at, because I have no way of telling. So I hooked this up and got my 600 kilocycle station. Then I put it on 455 and proceeded to. Now I got this on 100 millivolt. Let's see if we can do 50. It's not bad either. I'm gonna go for it. I don't like to give it too much of the amplitude. Okay, come on. I got the right one. Here we go. Yep, I'm getting a little more. More. Now it's dropping. I got some more out of it. That's good. Good as it gets right there. Now I want to drop it down. Try to find the other one. I had it pretty good except for that first one. I did get more on it. That's good right there. It ain't getting any better than that. Now I'll go back to the other one. Try this one. Nope, it looks like I'm going to have that one right on the money. No, I got it a little bit more. Whoa. That's good. Now, all the way on the bottom. So that's done. The IF is done. So, turn this down. Let's go back to the instructions. And I got to use the looping. Now, this is where I have to do it by ear because I don't have no way to set this dial, because I'm going to assume that it's going to be correct. Here's this thing that's on. Alright, now number 2 operation, we're going to set the it says single turn loosely coupled to wave magnet. They're calling this antenna back there a wave magnet. And then you're not using the 5 microfarads, so we'll take all that off. I'll get that off later. What happened here? Oh, that's okay. Okay. So we're going to put this here onto frequency of 1600 kilohertz or 1.6 megahertz. We're going to connect this to my, oh, it is, they said 1 rep. There's a right way, a wrong way, and it's my way. So sometimes I don't follow instructions, because I know I've done these too many times that I can get away with. This clip here really sucks. Okay, it's connected. Get it away from everything. Now I'm hoping that I can tune this up. Come on, get out of there. Let my... Okay, that looks good. Alright, read it again. 1600 for that. Then go on to 1600 and just the oscillator. So we'll say we play 1600. That's the end of the dial. We should hear a tone. There it is. There she be. That's 1600. Now what do I want? What am I going to do? They want me to adjust the oscillator? Try. I have to leave it. Do I have to leave it like that? I don't. But anyway, I want just the oscillator right here on the side. Did say the oscillator, right? Yeah, they said 1 single turn loosely coupled to wave magnet to the antenna. No. And yeah, set the oscillator. So we're going to go for maximum deflection. It looks like that was already on it. That looks good. Okay, now what we do? Set it to 1400. So we'll put the frequency to now we'll turn the dial to get to 14. Okay. Then we're going to get the detector. Those were pretty good, man. Actually, those are spot on. The only thing was off was that dial. That's good. going to change it. I think we'll go back to 1600. No, see, leave it on 1400. And we're going to adjust the antenna, which will be the last one of. Oh, that one I got a little out of. Quite a bit. Oh, yeah. That looks good right there. The alignment is done. 900 I think should be the middle, but this is not set yet.
Save 50% off your first month. Pure Talk. Simply order.
Oh, it sounds a lot better.
It's really expensive
How does it?
to learn how to be a proficient firearm owner. Strikeman is a laser firearm training system that lets you practice your shooting skills at home without wasting money on
That
it.
out.
The laser.
I'll get it back in its cabinet in one final view of it and listen, and well, this will be a wrap. Okay, I've got it back in the cabinet,
and see if a reverse mortgage could work for you.
and it works perfect.
Call AAG, the country's #1 reverse
Pointer,
mortgage
it goes
lender.
right on the
Call
numbers. I'm a little lucky there because sometimes you have to,
1828.
put it in between,
Welcome
even
back,
it out.
everyone. New developments at the Southern
But
Border Patrol is now
you can't do that when you're on this type of radio. I mean, you can, but it's a lot of work. But nevertheless, it came out perfect.
Jason, this is very disturbing. The
I
administration
could turn the tone
obviously doesn't seem interested in taking any
without-
action here. What are you hearing?
Well, good evening. It's good to be with you. And you're
Pointer
absolutely
moving.
right. Look, when we think of failure at the southwest border, these numbers I'm about to give you are truly stunning. And this is as somebody that has, led.
All right, I got it on 600. I'm going to put it
in the last 5 months.
4 stages real
U.S. Customs
fast.
and Border Protection have now apprehended
we're gonna go
69 individuals on the FBI terrorism watch list. Now, that is a number that we have never seen before. If you
We'll go through these 4 stages here. We'll go in the middle. We had it at 600 right now. We'll go at 900. Then, because we did it at, we put it on 600 before we did the Transformers alignment. So now we're going to put it on 90, and then so we put it at 600, we aligned them, then we put it at 1600 I believe for the oscillator, then 1400 for the detector and the antenna. So let's see. Alright, she's already sitting there.
and never mind.
It's so concerning when you look
That's,
at numbers like that, especially
very good.
compared to what we saw under the Trump administration. And what's also interesting.
Now we'll try it
report,
at, what did I say,
primarily
14,
we've seen the
then
bulk of these
60.
migrants coming from Central American countries. This administration focused on the so-called.
I cleaned it up a little bit. There's still some stickiness. My wife's got some of this sticker remover. I'm going to try that because I don't want to take the paint off this plastic.
From around the world. This is an important point, too. I mean,
Look at
we
that.
also learned last week from Border Patrol chief that people from 159 different countries in
1400.
just 5 months have been crossing that southwest
Now we'll
border.
go
So when
16
we
real
think of the
fast.
border-
So we'll turn it up.
Vision so ugly as this brawl in some San Francisco mall. Take a look.
1600. It's got some over travel just there. Try to get myself in trouble a
I should
little
have
bit.
warned you, actually. Sorry about that. I mean, they are beating this kid, I mean, this is attempted murder.
No. Well. Yeah.
It's the music you love from the 50s and 60s. This is Good Time Oldies. Listen.fm.
Let's go.
Now, here comes more Good Time Oldies.
On high, the tone. That's all the way low. It's about good. You're gonna sound. I don't like playing this station because people say it's noisy, and it happens to be. They had some good shows yesterday.
Humanizing the shooter once again.
Yeah.
And
I let it burn in about, I don't know, overnight.
Is alive after they knew that he had killed 8 people.
I think Gail would have preferred that that guy got killed by the police. Just happening here. This demonizing of this word, white, as if anything white is somehow evil, or at the very least, uncool.
Well, I'm
Let's
white,
face
and I'm
it,
not evil.
Not hip, right? Not fashionable right now.
Never
Why?
was, never will be.
Possibly an effort to undermine our Constitution, because you know who wrote it. All
Okay,
those white
that's
men,
a
and they
wrap.
had so many slaves, right?
It's
Those who did have it. We corrected for that.
working great. It's getting to look great, but
We had a civil rights
that's the final product pretty much.
We're going
I hope you enjoyed this two-part series, and I really thank you for watching.
one that